Hello, dear professor. My name is Edwin Espinoza. I am a student of the UTPL in the Social Sciences Education and Humanities faculty. And now I am going to explain you and I'm going to talk you about my experience doing my final report. And I have to start with the informative data. As you know, the curriculum design involves considering elements like learner needs, educational goals, assessment techniques, and instructional materials. According to Rickards and Rogers in 2014, whereas the curriculum evaluation entails evaluating the efficacy, relevance, and sustainability of the curriculum in achieving its stated goals. These procedures play a crucial role in encouraging ongoing development of language education and advancing language proficiency and cognitive competence among students. With this work, my expectative was to find relevant information that help me as a master student in the field of education to obtain real data about negative and positive aspects in the daily life of educational institutions in Ecuador, that is our country. It was very difficult for me to analyze the results and give it a good interpretation, but with the guidance of you as my professor, it was possible. Research, as you know, supports the significance in improving the quality of English language teaching. So, for instance, a study by Bohr 2018 highlighted the importance of teacher professional development in promoting effective language teaching practices. As you know, the first step to develop a language teaching process and practice is always the research. The method that I apply in this research was a deep study of the responses in surveys. The surveys was applying for 23 Giordano Bruno High School students. That was in the A1 and B1 English levels, allowed for the completion of this need analysis. And the data were collected using a mixed method approach, which combines qualitative and quantitative tools to help us to understand the students' replies. In order to gather information that help us in performing a situational analysis, the research was also carried out to teachers at Giordano Bruno High School. So in this part, we have to do both things, the interview for the teachers and the survey for the students. In the analysis and interpretation of results, we have in the need analysis, I have right here the first survey was carried out on 23 students to find out their needs and to be able to carry out their analysis. 10 questions were applied, having obtained the following results. Overall, the statistics highlight a strong consensus among the respondents regarding the importance of learning English. The majority of them find it to be either extremely important or very important, while a smaller but still significant portion considers this to have at least some importance. So the most of the teachers responds that the English is very important, and of course the learning of English nowadays is some of the most important things that you can do for improve your teaching experience. Watching videos and movies, listening to music, and playing games and doing quizzes emerged as the preferred activities among the students in their English classes. Um, some scientific research must be carried out on how to intensify the practice of the language. In general, the desire of necessity to communicate in a second language has been affected because the few opportunities to use English on the street and other scenarios. So it is very important to encourage our students to use their English and to practice not only in the class but in the outside of the class, in the street, with friends, with family. It is very important to practice. The practice makes the master. Um, the survey results indicate a strong demand for additional English courses among the surveyed students. It will be advisable for educational institutions or language centers to consider offering relevant courses of programs to cater to demand and support students in their language learning goals. Okay, about the situational analysis, the second part was carried out on 3 teachers to find out the situational about different aspects that influence their teaching experience. 11 questions were applied, having obtained the following results. I interpret that the teachers recognize the value and importance of English proficiency in enhancing labor market prospects. So this means that the teachers knows the importance of English in the actual market of jobs and activities of the human beings. The teachers might feel and that if the parents of the students prioritize and value the learning of English, it can positively influence in the students' engagement and progress. This is very important to mention, and that, of course, as you know, the learning process involves a lot of facts. So one of them are the family, the parents. It is very important that the parents recognize the importance of learning English at home, with friends. Students are always talking about the market and job opportunities. For example, to travel abroad, and these improve the experience of them when they know how to speak, how to communicate in English. Okay. Earning international English certifications, such as the Cambridge English Teaching Qualifications or the TESOL, Teaching English or to Speakers of Other Language, certifications can significantly contribute to the professional growth and expertise of EFL teachers. In some cases, the absence of technology might limit the teacher's ability to incorporate dynamic and visually appealing teaching material. So this is a gap in the process, in this process of the learning and teaching, the absence of technology. As you know, there are different kinds of institutions, and the institutions of the cities, of course, have all the facilities, but in the outskirts of the cities is not the same that in the cities. So this could be a limitation for the teachers that are in this part. About the course design, I designed an English language course specifically for students who aspire to achieve a V1 level or proficiency in English. To enroll in this course, I expected the students to have a basic understanding of English. So it doesn't matter if the students are beginners. The primary goal for this program is to help the students to reach a V1 level of English proficiency as defined by the Common European Framework or Reference for Language, the CAFR. Okay, about the scope and sequence or the content. During this course, the students will develop the main four skills: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. And also, I consider that cultural awarenesses will be included in the lessons, about the colloquial expressions, cultural information, about their experiences at home, or for example, about their cultural traditions. It's very important to develop in English too. Okay, the course will start with input skills. The input skills, as you know, are reading and listening, which will provide the students enough vocabulary and grammar structures for increasing abilities that make them to learn easily the next skills that will be output skills, as you know, writing and speaking. Okay. About the balance of skills, in this course, the two input skills, reading and listening, are going to be developed the 40% of the importance, and the outcome skills, like writing and speaking, will concentrate the 60%. Additional suggestions or difficulties found. I found that this course doesn't specify any special need for a student with different capacities. And this could be a suggestion for this course to include some information about it. As you know, nowadays we have to improve these teaching skills. The special needs and the students that have different capacities are always surrounding our classrooms. So this is a very important aspect to be developed in the future. Okay, here are my references, and that's all. Thank you very much. See you.